After an impressive season by the Golden State Warriors this year, after their addition of Jimmy Butler, they seemed like they had a legitimate chance to compete for a title this year. However, one thing was stopping them, and that was their lack of size and also injuries. Although we can't prevent injuries from a team that's aging and most of their stars are in their mid-30s, they can fix their lack of size, as this offseason the Warriors are super aggressive and they might have just found the perfect fit at center just sitting in free agency. What is up, y'all, and welcome back to another video. And in this video, we're going to be talking about a potential center target that the Warriors might go after. And I feel like it's actually a good fit and it makes sense. But yeah, before we get into everything, make sure you guys like the video and subscribe. Like I always say, it helps me out so much. Comment your thoughts on this video and let's get into it. So if you weren't paying attention to the media yesterday, the Portland Trailblazers completely bought out Deandre Ayton and basically said, we didn't want you on the team anymore. We'll pay you your money, but just sign somewhere else. And, you know, he's just sitting in free agency right now, and teams are actually legitimately interested in him. And when thinking about potential teams that Deandre Ayton could go to, we had the Los Angeles Lakers and the Golden State Warriors. It kind of just narrows down to those two teams in my mind, because originally the big, centers targets in free agency were, Brook Lopez, Clint Capella, but now Deandre Ayton getting added into that mix makes things a lot more interesting. And Bovada Official agrees with me here, as it says the Warriors are the favorites to land DeAndre Ayton, and then the Lakers are second. So those two teams are the top two teams in the sweepstakes. We also have the Suns and the Raptors, but I don't think the Suns would make sense. First of all, because they kind of ended things there in a rough little relationship when DeAndre Ayton got traded to the Trailblazers. And second, they also have Malawach, and they just basically traded for Mark Williams. So adding DeAndre Ayton to their team would not make too much sense. The Raptors could be cool because they kind of need a solid center. But how much better is DeAndre Ayton than Jakob Poeltl? We don't really know. He's better for sure in my opinion, but not that big of a difference. So I just don't think they should really waste their time going for him there. And I feel like the Warriors and the Lakers are way more desperate to get DeAndre Ayton than the Raptors would be. But in this video, I'm going to focus more on why he should go to the Warriors. I just think he's a better fit. And I feel like, he has been having some lazy tendencies over his years. He's had the reputation of being a lazy player. But I feel like, Draymond Green will get on his ass if he does try to slack at all. And from a tweet from NBA Central, it says, Rob Pelinka remains zeroed in on Brook Lopez despite DeAndre Ayton becoming a free agent. And there's a quote right there if you guys want to read it. I'm not going to go too into depth with that because this is a Warriors video. But this tweet is essentially just saying how the Lakers are more focused on Brook Lopez than DeAndre Ayton. Even if DeAndre Ayton is a better fit, the Lakers or Rob Pelinka, their GM, is just more focused on Brook Lopez. So that's that. And we're also getting all sorts of news saying how the Warriors have legitimate interest in DeAndre Ayton. I know this is from Jimmy Butler Moose, but he has a good, credible source right here that he used. And the Warriors keep on saying how, they're ready for free agency and they have options on the table. And we're kind of just waiting. They haven't done anything yet. So I feel like, getting DeAndre Ayton on the team would be a good first start to their free agency this year. And I just feel like, why not go for him? There's no negatives for actually going for him. I mean, he just got bought out, so you can either get him for the veteran minimum or you can get him for the mid-level. I'm not super sure about the rules, but normally when a player gets bought out, they don't sign for more than the mid-level or veteran minimum. And I personally feel like DeAndre Ayton for the veteran minimum or mid-level is a steal. And he's in his mid-20s. It's not like he's in his late years. He's not like Brook Lopez in his mid-30s. And I think, him next to Draymond and Jimmy could be a really good fit. Draymond brings the defense. DeAndre Ayton brings some offense, good rebounding. The Warriors desperately need rebounding. We saw that against the Rockets, and DeAndre Ayton can give you that. He can give you some buckets, so he can give you like 15 a night at his best. And I just feel like overall this is a great fit for the Warriors. And something I saw on my Instagram threads was saying just in the Golden State Warriors have reportedly reached out to DeAndre Ayton, league sources tell. And I'm not sure how credible this is, but it's one of the top things for the DeAndre Ayton trending basically topic. And it got a lot of views and got a lot of likes. So I'm not going to say how this is completely credible, but it definitely could be a possibility. I'm not sure. He didn't really put his sources in the description, but if the Warriors actually did reach out to DeAndre Ayton, it's looking good for the Warriors to get him. If the Warriors do sign and pull off getting DeAndre Ayton on the roster, I feel like they wouldn't need to go for any more bigs in free agency. I feel like between him and Quentin Post, that could be a cool little rotation. Quentin Post brings the three-point specialty. DeAndre Ayton brings the inside presence. It's a good mixture and it's a good combination there. I feel like the Warriors should just focus on perimeter defense and basically more scoring threats after they get DeAndre Ayton, or if they get DeAndre Ayton. And if the Warriors get good perimeter defense, get more scoring or help for Curry off the bench, and then get DeAndre Ayton, that could be a serious contending team next year. They could definitely make a push for it. One last run between Curry, Draymond, and Jimmy. That could be all they need to at least make a run. And obviously it's going to be hard for them to compete with teams like Houston, who just added Kevin Durant, OKC, who's just elite and a super team all around in my opinion. And then we have the Spurs emerging. It's going to be hard for the Warriors to compete with them. But I feel like, just having Steph Curry on your roster, anything can happen. It's just, NBA is a crazy thing. We saw what happened with the Tyrese Halliburton-led Pacers. Anything could happen. So if the Warriors just give themselves a chance, get some height, change some things up a little bit, get some defense, get someone maybe like a Herb Jones or Alexander Walker, who really knows, I feel like the Warriors could be very dangerous. But yeah, y'all, let me know down below in the comments what you guys think about DeAndre Ayton potentially joining the Warriors, or if you have another team in mind, let me know down below as well. Make sure you guys like the video and subscribe like I always say. It helps me out so much. And yeah, y'all, we out.